Hey guys, my name is Mike Kuber, and today we've got Tron. It is currently at 4 pennies. It is number 17 on CoinMarketCap with a $2.65 billion market cap with $257 million worth of volume going over the past 24 hours. It has gone up quite a bit, as you can see, and look at that. It's just a giant spike. And recently, the founder of Tron said, great news, we will get out a very large exchange on Friday if everything is good. Let's stay tuned for this. Okay, so let's continue. The great news, we will get on a very large exchange on Friday, so we don't know yet if everything is good. So that's the thing. It's an unknown. Possibly. This could be hype, so you have to examine the bias, of course, of Justin Sun, which, yeah, the founder Tron and Paiwo, Forbes Asia 30 out of 30. So he was featured there. That's pretty cool. The daily trading volume is more than 1 billion USD. Don't really know where he got that from, but then again, it was yesterday, so possibly it was a little more, and maybe he rounded it up by a couple hundred million. But so make a guess what's the name of the exchange. This is pretty big though for a coin that's number 17 with $2.6 billion market cap. Huge, right? So it went up to like 5 pennies, and yeah, maybe that's huge, right? So over the past 7 days or even the past month, we see it went from 0.002 to like 5.5, and now it dropped down a little bit, a little pullback over the past couple of days, and it's currently on Binance and hit Bitcoin. The rest, I don't even really know what's going on there, but this is a coin that's coming out of Southeast Asia. So Tron is a decentralized version of free content entertainment. Tron is a blockchain-based decentralized protocol that aims to construct a worldwide free content entertainment system within the blockchain. So any user is able to freely publish, store, own data, and they're able to decide the distribution, subscription, and push the content wherever, however, whenever they want. So he is the founder, Justin. He's the founder of Paiwo app. It has currently over 10 million users, and it will become one of the first compatible apps with Tron. It's going to be integrated, so that's pretty cool. We've seen out of Forbes, and if we scroll down, then we see Justin. So here's Forbes Asia 30 out of 30, China 30 under 30, former chief representative in the greater China area of Ripple. So those are pretty big titles. Also founder of Paiwo app. However, I just want you guys to look at it. Just because he's been featured on Forbes, these are the regional Forbes, which doesn't mean it's the actual Forbes. Like, it is the actual Forbes, but it's not the main Forbes. So you look at the team, and you have this guy who has a bunch. Keeps going out of focus. Sorry. He has a bunch of media followers. Great. But the other guys are pretty important, like some VCs, some crazy angel investors, founder of Lifan Group with over $2 billion market value, founder of Bitcoin China, founder of Kaidi, famous angel investor. You go through, and it is a pretty big team. Here, we have a bunch of interesting hacker type looks. Sorry, but I don't really know what's going on with Python development and that stuff. It's the really technical aspects of it. However, I am just suggesting that you should check it out. If it does get listed, for example, on Bitrex, that'd be insane. I really doubt that. I am either guessing Bitfinex or most likely an exchange out of Southeast Asia like Bithumb. So we'll see what happens. Again, currently it's Wednesday. It's at 4 pennies. Let's outline the positives. Let's outline the negatives and the risks. Never invest with money that you can't afford to lose. Only put in a small amount into high-risk stuff. This isn't as high risk as ICOs because it is one of the top 20 market cap coins, and it does have some history to it. But just because it's been going up, that can be either a good thing or a bad thing. It is pretty risky, so you have to examine the roadmap, the team. The team looks good, but you have to examine what's been going on over the past month with certain team members, the social media, any news articles written about them, why there is hype, what's going to happen, what are the updates with this. They're not on that many exchanges, which is either a bad thing, but that can also be a good thing where if they do get listed on some crazy exchange, then other exchanges will be interested in them. There's going to be hype. And even if they don't, then right now, currently, there is a little bit of hype. But if they don't, that hype might die down and go against them. So The team looks pretty good, but again, it's, you know, you have to examine every single member. Just because someone's featured on Forbes doesn't mean, like, you know, for example, if I was in Poland and I created $1 million business, I probably could get featured in Forbes Poland. And you probably could pay some exchanges to list you, like Binance or Hit Bitcoin under the table, who knows. It does have a nice market cap. It does have a nice volume, but it could have been pumped. However, from my perspective, I think it's legitimate. The market cap is nice and the volume has been pretty nice. And the way everything's been rising over the past couple of days or even past couple of weeks, I mean, the market cap is at a new peak of 614, approaching 615 billion. Circulating supply is a little interesting. It's 65 billion. That's a huge number. And the total supply, it's at 100 billion, so that means more. More will come. So whenever it's a large circulating supply, it's difficult for it to rise in price unless a bunch moves. So for example, a great one to look at is Ripple. And Ripple, a great one to look at is, there we go, number 4. It has 38 billion. So that's huge, 38 billion. It took a while for it to move up to 76 pennies or 80 pennies where it was before in 90. And there will be more released. So for example, Ethereum, you know, there's still a bunch more that are going to be released. Same with EOS. Those are things that you have to look at. Currently, though, I think it might be interesting to check out. Before you do anything, though, please, please, please do your research and examine all the biases of everybody promoting it. I have not been sponsored by it, but I am going outright and saying I will most likely purchase over $100 of it. Maybe $500. I've told my friends about it, and altogether we're probably putting in a couple $1,000s. Now here's the thing. We can afford to lose this money. If you cannot afford to lose your $100 or $1,000, maybe you should put in less or not even invest currently. Also make sure you have a low-risk business job and examine the fact that it is a bull market right now. If it does turn into a bear market where we see certain coins have been going down, I mean, January could be very interesting. In a good way or in a bad way. I'm going to go in it for the long term unless it just explodes overnight. But if, and this is still an if it does get listed on exchange, a big one, the founder of this nice little coin is going to get really excited because he's going to make a couple $100 million more. And so will we, if all works out well. So anyways, my name is Mike Cabrera. Might be interesting to look at. Have a good one.